Hey y'all, welcome to the Southern Lady Garden, the show where we answer all of your super personal questions because we're the experts in it. I have been sugaring for around 10 years, and sugaring is like the ultimate, the best form of hair removal that there is. And today, what I wanted to talk to you guys about and attempt to do some drawings for is other methods of hair removal and how they work and why they work the way that they do. So with sugaring, what happens is I apply the sugar in the opposite direction of hair growth to make the hair stand up, and then I flip my hand and the sugar comes off with the hair in the direction of growth. So literally comes completely out by the root. It looks something like this. So this is the skin. Let's try to draw a hair. That's super fun. Okay, and that's your hair. Hopefully you guys can see that. The sugar is applied that way. Now, when I flip my hand, the sugar is removed, or I'm sorry, excuse me, the hair is removed in the direction of growth. So you pull it out and it comes out that way. So the whole thing is gone. So if this is the steps, you've got your little hair that's going like this. So it's still got the root attached to it when it comes out. And what that does is, one, it does damage to the little follicle that it came out of. Follicle essentially means the pore that produces the hair. So if it has a root, it's going to scratch around the edges here. Yeah, ouchie. And it's going to cause damage to this, resulting in a weaker, finer, thinner hair coming in when this follicle is able to produce a new hair. Now with waxing, what happens is if you have the skin right here, the hair here. Whoa. Now this is the first time I've tried to draw it out and be videoed at the same time, so bear with me. All right, so if we have our hair, there it is. Now with waxing, the hair is pulled out in the opposite direction. So you see how that is kind of against nature. So a lot of times what happens is when this little hair is pulled this way, it ends up snapping. So the root actually stays inside of the follicle. So it's not going to last as long because you've got this little hair that has essentially just been snapped in half right there at the surface of the skin. This also happens with shaving and with Nair, with products that remove the hair at the surface of the skin. So if you can imagine a pair of clippers going over, giving you a buzz cut, that is exactly what happens with shaving and with Nair, but right there at the surface of the skin. So it seems perfectly smooth to start with. But as we all know, within a couple of hours, we've got spiky skin because that hair is growing up. What a lot of people are really confused about when it comes to this sort of hair removal is they don't understand why the hair that comes back from sugaring is soft and fine, and why does that differ so much from shaving or from Nair or waxing? And that's because this is a brand new baby hair. So this hair that the follicle produces is a new one. Therefore, it has a pointy edge. Now, whenever the hair comes back with waxing, shaving, or Nair, you've got this blunt edge. So if you're looking at the surface of the skin, this will say this is a baby hair that's just coming back from being sugared. Do you like how it looks like a upside down sperm? So this baby hair has a nice pointy edge that is about to poke above the surface of the skin. This would be a hair that was removed by waxing, shaving, or Nair. So it's got a flat end. So when that flat end comes up, it's gonna feel spiky. When this pointy end comes up, it's gonna feel really soft. So you can kind of see the difference. I know I'm super talented with a dry erase marker. So I'm taking your calls, bookings, appointments to really like do this for your professional meeting. So anyway, you can really see the difference in why your hair feels the way that it does when it comes back from different types of hair removal. If you have any questions, we would love to answer them, preferably ones that I can draw on a dry erase board, because that's my favorite and I'm so good at it. And yeah, feel free to reach out. We would love for you to come and visit us at our Savannah salon. You're gonna love sugaring. It makes so much difference in the way that you feel, the way your skin looks. It's super gentle, and like we just discussed, you end up with these soft baby hairs when they come back. You don't even notice them until it's time to come back and get sugared. So we will see you guys at the salon and on our next episode of the Southern Lady Garden.